I really didn't like that.
Really? You don't like that?
No, I mean, I had a bad rep already.
You had a bad rep already? I think it's hilarious. BTP shovel face. Can't read my troll blood face.
No, the best one was the first thing I actually came into chat. It was the only thing in there, and it said they would look like backup dancers for a Lady
Yeah,
Gaga
that
concert.
that was Atlantic City odds had us at 3-1 showing up completely covered in tinsel,
Interesting.
and that's what would make us look like backup dancers at Lady Gaga concert. So anyway, we're live now. Hello everyone.
Hey, BTP.
Hey BTP fans slash mini wargaming fans slash fans of me and Steven. Those are three different groups of people that sometimes overlap.
All mix into one.
Uh, okay, I'm just gonna type out one little message here.
And we're giving Mystics the
Today's
10 points already for that comment. Being the lone comment, they would look like backup dancers for a Lady Gaga concert.
uh, is it daylight time or standard time right now? I don't know. Whatever, 9 p.m. whatever Eastern time we're in.
Why do you get to be John Triple Threat
That's my name, bro.
Bro Jans?
No, no, John Triple Threat Bron James. That's my
Uh-huh.
that's my name, bro. Okay, there we go.
Uh-huh.
Remain. So, if we can if I can show people something awesome, I have this tripod that my camera's on right now to give this more overhead view, nice and hopefully stable. I picked it up. It'll move around in a second. So, yeah. Okay, fine. Steven's being a little baby.
Butt face.
Can I make your name Buttface?
No.
Why
Once
not?
I have a think of a really cool nickname that actually matters with the show.
I'm gonna make a really small title that no one can read, but I know it's there. It says actual name BTP Shovel. Anyway, so here we are today. I've got this here. It's first mate Hawk. She's primed. She's got this red overspray going, and I'm gonna paint her today. I
Can you hold her
have,
up?
but first, I wanna go up here. I've got all the Blood Angel rumors up.
Oh, wait. Before we go on the Blood Angels. Okay.
Okay, all right,
In
okay.
in tandem with the Blood Angels today, Games Workshop released their first looks at Necron rumors.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't think
Necrons.
Games Workshop released them. People leaked them, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, Necrons officially will be the next book after Blood Angels. That
Yeah,
is now
which
official.
I heard a rumor that it was like within 2 months of Necrons coming out, Eighth Edition will come out.
Whoa.
That was the rumor I read, and I was like, what? What?
What?
What?
No.
So
Seventh edition just came out.
yeah, well, Sixth Edition had like just come out when Seventh came out. Seventh was like a point
No, they
five
gave
type
him
of
at
thing.
least They gave him at least 2 years on sixth edition.
Okay, well, anyway, let's move on to
The Blood
the Blood
Angels.
Angel rumors. So Death Company now elite. Same with Death Company Dreadnought instead of troops.
I don't know how I like that.
What's that?
I don't know how I like that.
I don't know if they. It doesn't say here if they can no longer score or still don't score or whatever. Um, but yeah, Bale Predator will be heavy support instead of fast.
Oh,
Um, Librarian Dreadnought HQ,
okay.
Mephiston HQ, and independent character, so we can join units.
Cool.
All units have Furious Charge.
All units.
All units have Furious Charge.
So they're orcs and they're orcs.
Only troop choices are tactical squads and scout squads.
What?
Yeah. No new units, no Centurions and no Storm Talons, and no of the new tanks.
Then what's the point of the new book?
Well, we're getting there. So, unit tweaks. Dante's Axe, +2 strength, AP2 mastercrafted, and not unwieldy, and he's an Eternal Warrior.
Whoa.
So,
Whoa.
yeah, he's... And
But he hits an initiative one though.
no, not unwieldy, is what I said.
Oh, not unwieldy.
Not
Excuse me.
unwieldy. So he hits at initiative 6 or whatever he is.
Whoa.
Special
Whoa.
rules for Death Company, FC. Furious Charge. Fearless, Relentless, Feel No Pain, and Rage. Basically the same. Chaplains no longer give reroll to wound. Only Astaroth will give them that.
Question:
Yes.
which strength are they coming out at with this Furious Charge?
Well, all Marines are base strength 4.
So they're going to be strength 5 on the charge.
Right. That's how they've
That's
always been.
pretty
They're
impressive.
no longer weapon skill 5, apparently.
What?
Yeah. Jump packs are only 3 points now, though, for the
I
upgrade for them.
I don't know. This sounds like they're just moving the problems around.
Well, weapon skill 5 was pretty darn good.
Oh God!
But
God forbid they had one
jump
thing
packs
that they
go
could
from
reliably
15 points to 3 points to upgrade them, supposedly.
look.
I mean, that makes bringing jump packing Death Company actually points viable.
That's fine that they're making points viable, but why do they need to lose the weapon
Who
skill 5?
cares? They get so many rerolls.
They,
Rerollable 4s is just
they
as
don't get
good
rerolls.
as
They have to bring
5s.
Astaroth for that now.
No, that's only for the reroll to wound. They still get
Hang
the
on,
reroll to hit.
hang on 1 second, please.
Yeah. So anyway, while he's doing whatever he's doing, tactical squads as usual plus new options. And they can get flak missiles, by the way, because everyone uses those. They get grav though, which is cool. No more dedicated Land Raider transports, only for Terminators. Darn. Vanguard vets lose their charge after deep strike. That was gonna happen. Sanguinor pretty much the same, but he only has a 4-up invuln.
Okay, so wait, tell me how they get all the rerolls again besides Astaroth?
Okay, so a chaplain in the unit will give them reroll to hit, just like a chaplain in any unit will give that unit reroll to hit.
Okay.
But only Astaroth gives them the reroll to wound as well. Whereas before, all Death Company with a chaplain got reroll
I
to hit.
want
Reroll.
rerollable 4s or straight 3s.
Well, technically you're probably taking a chaplain, so it's probably rerollable 3s. But rerollable 4s is not that much of a downgrade.
If
You'll
it's
miss a couple more attacks.
if it's true that the jump pact went from 15 points to 3 points, the amount of bodies you can bring is greatly increased.
Exactly.
So you'll technically do more hits.
Well, you didn't need to bring
wounds.
jump packs before. It was just now you can be slightly more mobile, but bring more bodies with a jump packing unit. And it makes
That's what I mean.
Lamardes, assuming Lamardes is still in there, which they have a model for him, so they should. It makes bringing him worthwhile because he only comes with a jump pack.
That's actually okay. So they made the units a little bit better,
Yeah.
a little like marginally better.
All dreadnoughts are now elites. No,
Oh
even
God.
yeah. Tactical squads are as usual with the options. They can get flak missiles because everyone totally brings those. Oh my god. So bad.
Dude, I don't know. Here's one thing I don't understand. Like dreadnoughts to me are some of the cool, like all dreadnoughts for every like the walkers from Necrons, the walkers from the Death
Right.
Dread,
Walkers in general.
just walkers in general are some of the coolest models in the game, and they make it almost near impossible to bring these models.
Yeah.
I don't know why. Like they're the coolest freaking models.
I don't know, bro, but at any rate, back to the pain. No more Land Raiders as dedicated transport except for Terminators.
Whoa!
Um,
Over all the books and nerf.
yeah, Vanguard. Well, we haven't gotten the whole way through yet. Just
Okay,
relax, okay?
I can't, man. I love
Vanguard
like
veterans
this.
lost their charge after deep strike. That was gonna happen because that's how they are in the Space Marine book. Sanguinor pretty much the same, but he only has a 4-up invuln now instead of a 3-up.
I'm getting
And
sadder and sadder.
he rerolls to hit and wound in challenges. Sanguinary Priest costs about the same as a Wyvern, which is about 65 points. They're an HQ, and the units they join get +1 weapon skill and feel no pain, and they're independent characters.
Has Thomas looked at these?
Yeah,
rumors yet?
he's lamenting, as always. He always looks at the negative.
So basically,
But
he's
a
like
Sanguinary
you right
Priest
now.
gives +1 weapon skill and feel no pain instead of Furious Charge, because everyone has Furious Charge. So you can get weapon skill 5 on anything now. Weapon
So
skill
you
5
could
on...
make like a Death Star unit where you put a Sanguinary Priest.
Or you can just give your... That's probably why. Imagine weapon skill 6 Death Company.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, right? Anyway. I don't know if the rules still make it so that only like certain characters can join Death Company units or whatever. I don't know. They weren't. It wasn't that way before, so who knows?
So Thomas is on my side though.
Warlord traits. Warlord gets Rampage. Warlord gets +1 initiative. One Warlord weapon gets Mastercrafted.
Ooh.
A Warlord gets Adamantium Will. A Warlord gets Descent of Angels, Dante's trait. So basically, I think that's where they deep striking without scattering, I think.
Okay.
Or maybe that's just they get the 1d6 that might be gone as an army-wide rule. Who knows?
Well,
Warlord gets a 12-inch fearless bubble.
they made Dante like a baller.
So here's the psychic powers. So the Primaris is a blessing that gives plus D3 to attacks and initiative to the Psyker or a
Whoa!
target character within 12 inches.
Whoa!
Uh, Malediction, target unit at 12 inches takes a morale test of -2, whatever. Blessing, target unit at 18 inches gets rage. If they had that rage already, they get +1 attack instead.
Whoa!
So they're definitely making the psychic powers something that you're gonna want to have.
Okay, so the psychic power. Or
There's a
Dante a psyker? Is Dante
no, Dante's not.
Lamarte's
Mephiston is, and there's librarians.
Astaroth?
No, they're
Oh,
Astaroth's the chaplain, Dante's the chapter master.
damn.
Psyker and his unit get 5-up ward, or invuln rather. Then there's a focus wishfire where the target makes 2 toughness tests and they take 1 wound for each failed test. If the target dies, you place a 5-inch blast with strength 4, AP 5, whatever. And then there's a beam, 12 inches, strength 8, AP 1 lance. So that's basically like your blood lance or whatever. And then a 6-inch blessing, or 6 is a blessing. Target infantry unit moves 12 inches in the psychic phase, no charging after that movement. So basically it's wings, but you can't charge afterwards.
That's bad.
The fast vehicles are rhinos, razorbacks, and bale predators, and their special detachment is a mandatory. You
You
need
just
1
said ball
HQ, 1 elite,
predators
2
were going to heavy
troops.
support.
Optional is as usual, but 3 additional elites.
John.
Special rules: +1 initiative when charging
John.
for the whole army on any turn.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
John, you just said the ball predators were fast attack, but I thought originally you said they were
Fast
heavy.
vehicle.
Oh.
Fast vehicle. So there you go. That's the latest on the Blood Angel rumors. I think there is also a think of let's see.
Well, I'm not impressed. No offense.
Yeah, I'm just kind of like meh.
No, I'm scared for
I have
Nicholas.
my Blood Angels already. So Mephiston gets a new plastic. Tycho is plastic in his Death Company version. Corbulo plastic is in Sanguinary armor. Yeah, that's stuff like that. That's what we got.
Now I'm sad.
Yeah. Well, who knows?
Although, I mean, to be fair, we haven't seen it play tested yet, so they could be really good. I like the synergy with putting like
Yeah,
librarians.
you definitely need a lot of
Graves.
synergy. It seems like you need those psychic powers to make yourself like as strong as possible.
It also seems like this army scales better than it does at lower points. So like
The higher the points you play, the better off you are.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I think you're right on that.
the
That
the
feels
500
right.
point Blood Angels are gonna suck. The 2,000 point Blood Angels are gonna rock.
They're gonna be a bit better. Yeah,
Maybe not rock, but
they're gonna be
they're
better.
gonna be they're gonna be better. Hopefully,
They're
right?
gonna certainly try.
They all come with 3-up armor saves anyway, so that's not
Yeah,
bad
and
in
I mean the whole
itself.
army can effectively. Well, now you're gonna have severely reduced feel no pain now because the sanguinary priests only give it to the units that they're in, and their HQ choices. So without a bunch of detachments, you're gonna be lacking the feel no pain coverage you had before when it was in a 6-inch bubble.
I think that Descent of Angels should be like you can charge after you deep strike.
God, imagine. But you'd have to at that point you have to deep strike the full amount, otherwise that would be so imbalanced. You know.
That's I mean, yeah, take away the non-scattering thing. Deep strike the full amount, but you could charge. You can't move after it, but if you land close enough, you can charge, and it can only be for like Dante's unit.
God, that'd be awesome. I would love the crap out of that. I'll tell you.
Right? Then you have all these winged, like awesome Blood Angels coming down and like wrecking face. Tau could no longer just play shoot 'em up.
Well, yeah. I don't know. I don't know,
You
man.
would sell the
It's it's interesting. That's for
you would
sure.
sell the crap out of Blood Angels though.
Yeah, Blood Angels would be like the hotness again, like they were in fifth.
When I first got into 40K, like my first ever, and I was trying to pick an army, the name Blood Angel sounded really cool, so I wanted to play him. and then I wasn't having very much fun with Space Marines.
Because Space Marines.
Yeah, I mean, I went over to Xenos side
Because Space Marines.
because OP. I wanted
Oh,
to play
because Xenos
something.
OP?
Yeah, I wanted to play something really OP, so I picked up Grey Knights.
So you found that page in your codex real quick where you could make whatever
Right,
rules you
yeah, I write
wanted.
my own rules.
Yeah, exactly. Love that. I love that page. It's the best page in the book, man. Okay, best page in the whole darn book.
So what else is new, John? How's your week? How's your weekend? You get any good battles in? Get any good, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I played that bat rep with Dave that just went up on Blue Table's channel. Uh,
I've not watched it yet. Spoiler alert me.
um, oh, spoiler alert you.
Did
So,
Dave win? Did Dave
no. Butcher 3 did his butchering.
did his butchering?
Oh, he did. He went in and he just he went first. He moved his stuff up. Then I went, did my thing. Then he came up, like killed off some of my support stuff on the sides. You know, all distractions because when you're playing Butcher 3, you bring a bunch of distractions, so that whatever. So then he was playing Morvana 1 of all things, like he's just trying
Oh
her
no.
out. So he moves her up and has like whatever, and he was pretty sure she was safe, but and then I was like, yeah, I think I'm gonna kill you right now, and he's like, what? How? And I was like, you'll see.
Watch.
And then he's like, yeah, I'll talk about the big game of fantasy for sure. Um, and so the butcher charged in to this model. Flashing blade killed her, so we wouldn't lose his one attack. Energized, took a free strike from something, didn't matter. Um, and then impending doom pulled her in just close enough. I put silence of death on my weapon, so she couldn't transfer. So, and at this point I had already feeded and whatever, because I needed to feed in order to, get all my spells and then get all my focus back. So at this point I'm down to 2 focus,
Mhm.
and I have 2 Mat 9. So I have 2 Mat 9 Flashing Blade attacks against Morvana, and she's defense 15 or something. So I need 6 to hit. So I roll. I'm like, all right, I got this. I roll a 1 and a 2, and then with Flashing Blade I whacked like her War Beast or whatever. Then I was like, okay, Flashing Blade, go at Morvana, 1 and a 2. I whack her War Beast. So at that point, I didn't know if I lost my attack when I didn't make since I hadn't made my combat action yet. So I had to look it up, and that's when I found out. Okay, I still have my attack. So I make my initial attack, hit her, and then rolled enough. It was dice plus 1 or dice plus 2 or whatever it was. I rolled enough to kill her, so she died.
Thank Lord.
Yeah, right. Otherwise, it was like, oh my god, Terror Brew. Yeah. So that was good. It was really bad for a second, but then it was good. And then so the big game of fantasy,
Oh,
12,000 points aside, order versus destruction.
it's
It was
15,000.
what?
It's 15,000.
No, it wasn't. It was 12.
You, oh, you guys didn't have the 5-on-5.
No, it was 4-on-4. Well, it was technically 4-on-3, but because we didn't want to do like a neutral thing, we just had. I played on the order side, and then destruction took extra points. So basically, the game only lasted to the end of turn 2.
That's sad. That's so
Because
sad.
because in top of, we got first turn because J-Ro can roll like a boss, and we had 5 cannons. We had 2 dwarf cannons, 2 empire cannons, and a steam tank.
Oh God.
Right. So statistically, Nagash should take 4 cannons to kill. Statistically, and then Glotkin should take another like ridiculous amount, like 8 cannons to kill Glotkin. Right? This is what the averages say.
Okay.
So 2 cannons shoot at Nagash, and they kill him because he didn't make a single 4-up ward save, and one rolled like 5 wounds, the other one rolled 2 or whatever. So Nagash dies top of turn 1, and then so we start shooting at Glotkin, and we bring him down to 1 wound. And that was with the steam tank and one of the cannons, because one of our cannons blew up. It blew itself up.
Wow.
So immediately the destruction team was down like 1,810 points, and then my 2 bolt throwers open up and kill Marathi. So there's another
Oh,
400 points gone. So they were down like 2,200 points. Okay, so they're super. At that point, they're like super butthurt, and they're so mud butt. They're like, oh, you stacked your list and blah blah blah. We bought 5 cannons. We could have had 12, plus another like 6 bolt throwers. Like
oh.
that was pretty darn tame, you know. And
Were they
Paul,
butthurt?
like who had Nagash, he didn't take out his insurance to make like a wall of crypt horrors or crypt ghouls. The
To
monstrous
be
infantry
fair,
won.
though, like if you're shooting at Nagash with a cannon, you know you don't need to. There's the wall can't protect him.
It can, because you still have to kill that guy before you even get to roll on Nagash. So it's just extra insurance. You have to kill the monstrous infantry before the
Not
cannonball
if you
goes
place
through.
the initial shot right in front of like.
Right.
You'd have to be base to base with
Okay.
Nagash.
Yes, but he was sideways on the edge of the board. So it was basically if you could sky the shot. It wasn't
Exactly,
like you were
that's
gonna
what I
miss. Or it wasn't like you were just gonna hit no matter what. But that is something you can do to help protect him. Okay, it is something you can do.
I mean, if
You have
you
to be able to
guys
see the point on the ground where you want to shoot, or the guy that
if
you
you
want to
guys
shoot.
went first, right?
We did.
That meant
Yeah.
that you set up first as well.
No. You set up back and forth,
Oh, that's right.
and then they had less draw, so they got +1, and we still won the roll.
Oh,
Anyway, so
they're hurt.
anyway, they were really mad, and like being like, oh, you tailored your list, blah blah blah. We took 5 cannons total. We could have had easily well more plus bolt throwers, and obviously statistics said it should have taken this many shots, and they had bad luck. So anyway, Glocken still had 1 wound. In their turn, the Hell Cannon misfires on his shot and rolls a 1 on the chart, so it blows up and does d6 wounds to everything within 3d6 inches. Hits Glocken. He takes 2 wounds. Mason fails both of the ward saves, or both of the regens, and the Glocken dies to that.
Oh.
Right? So at that point, they were down like 2,000 points.
No, they were down like 3,000 points.
No. Do the math. 1,000 for Nagash, 810 for Glocken. Oh, 250 for the Hell Cannon and 400 for Marathi.
So like
Not 3,000. Not anywhere close.
24.
2,400. Okay, so that's whatever.
That's a deficit.
So then in our turn, or in our top of turn 2, we get into some combats. We're finally doing combats. Things are dying on both sides, whatever. And then, Mason's giant unit of warriors of chaos beat Thorgrim and his giant unit of dwarves with other characters in combat, break them, and they bounce all the way off the board through other units. So that was like 1,400 points or 1,500 points that went off the board for us like that. But at that point, Paul had already taken his whole army off the board, so it was like, all right, well, guess we're done.
That's butthurt.
Yeah. So
there
there was plenty of time for lots of things to go crazy in that game. There was still tons of stuff on the board. He still had his big giant unit of Plaque Knights with a Blender Lord, and they still had Hellebron and
he was Mudbutt, man.
Cauldron with a ton of witch elves, and
when you get Mudbutt.
The only thing I did that whole game was I killed. I had a Phoenix Guard unit. They didn't do anything.
What happened to your giant unit with the banner and stuff?
That unit ended up not making it to combat.
Oh.
They were lined up to go against that Blender Lord and his stupid unit, because he had the sort of anti-heroes, and so I would have had 2 up ward saves against all his stupid attacks, but I never made it. He chaffed me with ethereal things. My prince with his magic weapon tried to charge out and clear the chaff, but because of the way everything was placed, there was like a Stegodon in combat with something, so I couldn't stay an inch away and still be in his front arc, so I had to fail charge basically.
Oh my goodness.
So my Frost Phoenix beat a unit of Cold One Knights, Dark Elf Cold One Knights, in combat. Like held them off in the first round, and then with the help of Steve took a couple Slayer sticks. Do you know what those are?
No.
No. So a Slayer stick is you take 5 Slayers in a Conga line because they're unbreakable, so they work as like little chaff or whatever, and something can only really attack them with like 3 attacks plus their supports or whatever. So it's
Hmm.
hard to like really kill the whole unit. Anyway, so he charged that in to help the Frost Phoenix, and with the help of that, the Cold One Knights broke from combat, and the Phoenix chased him down. And that was literally all I did the whole game. My bowman took out some direwolf chaff. That was it. I didn't do like anything else in the game. Dave had a big unit of 43 or 45 inner circle knights for Empire. That was pretty funny.
Oh my goodness.
uh,
Poor Paul though. I gotta admit though, like when you play the 12,000 point game and Nagash is on the table, like I would want to use Nagash.
well,
Like
yeah. I mean,
get a
okay.
cannonball, your best thing on the table that you've been dying to use. Like I'd be pretty demoralized too.
Yeah, but I mean, you could have done plenty of things, like a lot more things to make him a lot safer. Like he could have put him over in a corner of the board where only like 2 cannons could shoot at him instead of all 4. Like obviously we only took 2 cannons to kill him, and that was just bad luck. But there was, and then he could have taken the unit of 3x3 Cryptors, stuck it right in front of Nagash. And then you can only shoot the point on the ground that you can see, or a unit you can see. So chances are, I mean, it helps to take more things so that you don't just die.
No, I agree with that.
And obviously, it was super bad luck. I mean, nothing was going to keep him on the field when he didn't make a single ward save. So
He's Mudbutt, bro.
like basically, yeah, it sucks, but he just hasn't played in. He played in an Apocalypse game. 40k, these things just die. It's just how it goes. There's so much on the field that the things that you are really looking forward to using because they're nasty and you just want them to roll through people. And people know they're going to get rolled through by it if they don't deal with it.
Well, I would mean
You
like I
know.
don't care if Nagash died like third turn or whatever, but I would want to at least
Well,
use some of
that's
him for a
kind of
little
well.
bit.
I'm sorry, but that's kind of part of the whole thing. That's part
Oh,
of
I'm not mad at you,
what
John.
happens,
I think you're correct on all fronts there. I mean, it
right?
happened.
Like, I just
Finish the
think
game.
it was really kind of lame that that he took his stuff off the board, like, because he didn't even want to play anymore. Like, sorry, he still had 3,500 other points to play
I
with.
agree with that.
And
Double
I think
Nagash.
it was just really crappy that all of us were gonna be playing this for the weekend, and then because that happened, it's like, well,
I know he ruined the experience for 6 other people.
right, well, yeah. So, I mean, would I have would I have reacted any better? I feel like I would have at least kept my stuff on the table and kept playing. I would have
You
been,
wouldn't have taken your ball and gone home.
what?
You wouldn't have taken your ball and gone home.
No, I would have been like, well, that's what happens in these games. Because I've played in Apocalypse games and I've had, a bunch of my stuff die in the first turn. And it sucks, but it's what you gotta expect. Really. Unfortunately. And obviously, we knew he was bringing Nagash. He told us he's bringing Nagash. We're gonna try and kill Nagash. We know what he can do. And then after that,
Nagash to me isn't that big of a threat.
then after that, it was kill Glotkin. Because the thing has 12, and they still had so much stuff. Mason still had 2 gigantic units of warriors, 40 and 50. He still had Kolek Sun Eater, and they still had plenty of stuff. It wasn't like the game was over because Nagash was dead, but that's what did happen. Nagash died, and the game was over. So anyway, that's enough of my ranting.
Oh man, they had Glotkin.
Yeah, 810
That
points. He has
that
12
giant
wounds and he's
Nurgle.
toughness 8.
That giant Nurgle monster creature.
Yeah.
Holy cow!
Did you hear what I said? He has 12 wounds and he's toughness 8.
Where are like his rules at?
When you buy the model, you get the rules.
Nobody's posted them online?
Oh, I don't know. All I know is he died. He died. Bottom of turn 1 to the hell cannon blowing up.
To his own model.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Oh my god, this model is gorgeous.
Yeah. So.
Holy cow.
Yeah, And then, as far as other games go, I I played Thomas again, and
Did
he
he beat
actually
you yet?
he actually made his own list this time.
Hey,
He tried out he played 3 light jacks and no heavy.
hey, sometimes it works.
It did work this time.
Did he win?
He did.
Did you
He
let him win?
no. No. There was basically it came to a point where I couldn't get over to his to the the outer flag. It was incursion. I'm sure you know which scenario that is, Steven.
Yes.
I couldn't get over to the outer flag to stop him from dominating it, and that's all he needed to do. I had the inner flag, but you know what's really annoying and really dumb that I don't like it. I don't like Krios's Lamentation spell when I have a 4 cost spell that I want to be casting every turn, and I'm a 7 focus caster.
Oh.
I had to keep staying away from him.
uh, uh,
It was really obnoxious. I didn't
welcome,
like it.
welcome to trolls.
Why is that welcome to trolls?
I don't know. We don't have a force spell. We have to stay away from you all the time.
So yeah, basically it came down to that, and
Lazy Hobo, I actually almost was to Utah, but John told me to turn the plane around. You know, because Paul had already taken his stuff off the table.
brutal.
I got some games in last week.
Yeah, yeah. What'd you get in?
I got some more test games in versus with my Epic Berica, which I'm sad to report is being put away and being retired.
Yeah,
He
not
just
worth.
he just doesn't have enough matchups.
Not worth.
Like when he gets his matchups, the proper matchup, he is fantastic. The problem is that when he's not in his matchup, he's really bad. The Mountain King, I played against Scorn on a rematch, and he brought Epic Xerxes 3, or Xerxes 2, excuse me.
Right, Epic
Uh,
Xerxes, as it were.
Yeah, the Battle Engine caster, which is a cool looking model, but he brought 7 Basilisks, two Will Breakers, and that's it. Like, that's all he had the points for, pretty much. And pain handlers, pain givers.
Because don't leave home without him.
Yeah, don't leave home without him. That's all he had though. Like was this okay? So I was like, I don't know what he's gonna do. Blah blah blah. He also
Right.
had the
What's going on here? This is a weird list, right?
yeah the Krayek or whatever thing
That
that
looks cray. Yeah.
yeah. So he had that in there. He also had 2 Titan Gladiators,
Okay.
but he didn't really have any way to like buff them or do anything with them. They were just
They're
gladiators.
just there.
Exactly. Well, apparently he has mobility in
Yeah, he
his
does.
in his kit, and the gladiators themselves, he gets to cast an animus of it for free. So like they're charging at like 14-inch range. But I was like, okay, even still, like 14 inches puts you out of Xerxes' feet bubble, so you can't take advantage of the extra dice.
Yeah.
Well, you don't need it apparently.
You don't need it.
his single gladiator. No, I think the way he did it, the way it worked out or something, was his turn 2 was the most. My turn 1, I moved up my Northkin Fire Eaters and I exploded 2 of his drakes. Like he was shocked. Like he was like, I can't believe you killed 2. His turn 2, like or top of turn 2, he popped his feet. He cast that spell like where everybody in his range gets an extra dice dropped the lowest. A single gladiator killed the Mountain King. Or
He
the
has
Armor
Signs
21.
Importance.
Yeah.
That's like Vlad's signature spell. That's dumb.
Okay, so a single gladiator killed the Mountain King. He rolled a little high on the damage, but he still probably would have spiked over. Like, he probably still would have gone over had he used his final attack. The Drake spray party is disgusting under all that. When you imagine if I hadn't killed those 2 other ones, he killed all my cavalry. He killed the Northkin Fire Eaters, and the other gladiator killed Horlock. So I was sitting there with, literally I had one, after top of turn 2, I had one cavalry model that had like 2 wounds left. I had the Krillstone and an Axer and Berka. It was, and I was too far away to go charging in to try to get him. So we called it right there out of niceness to the trolls. But that list is disgusting.
Hmm.
Just make it stop, please. It hurts. Yeah. So unfortunately, I'm retiring the Berka Mountain King list. It doesn't have enough utility on it. We're not like,
Interesting.
I need better spells like that for that list to work. It needs better spells. The Snow Shroud that helps with the feet, perfect. Keep that. But then you gave me some stupid spray that doesn't matter, and Countercharge, which the Mountain King can't even use. Colossals and Gargantuans can't move out of their activations. So it's kind of useless.
Brutal.
I know, but I did tweak up my um, my Miserable Meat Mountain. Can't wait to play that. I put a bomber in it instead of rock. And because when I go to the Iron Gauntlet and Crucible and I have 3 lists, I wanted to run P Grim, P Doomy, and E Gristle. So Miserable Meat Mountain, Runes of War, and I can't have Mulg in there with it. But you know, a bomber, I have the Impaler of the bomber in there now instead of the Axer and Rock, just to see, just to see how it works, just to see if it can work. People have told me like the bomber is really good in Meat Mountain because it allows me to snipe out some solos if I need to.
Hmm.
It allows me to take care of anybody that's really grouped. I can clear off my lines if I need to.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm gonna try that out tonight when I go to game night. But yeah, I'm melancholy now.
Melancholy.
I'm melancholy now after my epic Baraka fail
Aw, Muffin.
because he had such promise
Until he was awful.
until he was awful, and then I got sad.
Oh boy.
Privateer Press just actually released the new kits for the Highwaymen and Braylon Wonderheart.
They did.
I guess
You know
I
what
should
else
said,
they? You know what else? You know what Kador's getting in the next set of stuff? Repackaged Cossite Woodsman.
and that's the way the dice rolls.
Seriously, repackaged Cossite Woodsman.
Worth,
Like, why?
worth,
Why bother?
worth.
Such a waste of space.
If you say worth, don't you know the rule? If you say worth, it's automatically worth. Did you look at me after I said that?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure the Grolar could be coming out too.
Nope. It's not on the release schedule all the way through February.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Where the release? Are you serious? No way.
Yep.
Okay, so they just came out with Maximus and everybody. So in January, the Creo Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so they're doing the big Creo Warrior thing
Yeah,
where you
with
get the 3.
unit attachment, the plastic ones,
Okay, that's nice.
or the weapon attachments, not the unit attachment.
The Pharaoh Bone Grinder minimum unit. That's awesome. The Blight Wasps for Legion are coming out. That's cool.
Yeah.
February's got a huge. Holy cow!
There's
They
a
got
bunch of like templates and stuff.
They had the extreme cast of the Juggernaut and the Destroyer for Kador, which is
Yeah,
awesome.
great. Talk.
Hate all you want, man. It's pretty cool.
Ready? He's gonna be an Asian dog in a second. Oh.
All-in-one army box Kador.
Oh yeah, that's that thing. Remember we were talking about that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, no, that's real. That's awesome. You also got the battle engine for convergence.
Yeah, the fully plastic. Fully plastic, sir.
Northkin fire readers are also coming out there. I'm actually kind of impressed with the February release schedule.
I'm not. Doesn't have a Growlar. It sucks. and it just cost because it didn't have what it caused me to knock First Mate Hawk off her base.
Report John, everybody. I like how I will say this. I like how
Man, I
GW
don't even want
and
to paint today. Crap. Sorry, keep going.
I like how GW. I know Azelius isn't here. I do like how GW and Privateer Press um, show their release during like their release schedules.
Seeing the difference in how that happens.
I think it's pretty cool.
GW doesn't really give
Any
yes, they
retribution
do. In White Dwarf,
models.
they have like that
Nothing in the
month's
retribution.
releases, I think.
Nothing in the retribution for February, but March of next year is going to be a really big release. I actually think that's when Vengeance comes out, right? Or
No, Vengeance is out.
I'm sorry, what's the new one coming out for War Machine?
I don't know, but that's when theoretically Kador will get Ruin. That's the that new character Jack artwork that I showed you.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be amazing.
And that one also looks like it's based off the Kodiak, so they'll probably redo the Kodiak out of metal and into a kit that is Kodiak Roll-R, probably something else, and then an upgrade kit for Ruin.
Colonial Raptor, from time to time, John will hold the model up to the screen and talk about what he's doing and how he did it.
Yeah.
After he puts like a layer on.
When I break her off her base and I'm just waiting for the wash to dry, it's kind of I don't really do much painting.
In the meantime, we fill it with talking about like tips and tricks and strategies and stuff.
For the actual gaming, yeah.
Because who actually does this for the hobby? Come on now, guys.
Steven, just shut up.
You're just.
So yeah. Actually, I'll give some little insight here. Thomas says since he's now played like 4 games or something like that.
Okay.
He's like yeah, I'm gonna keep playing. It's cool.
Oh man, we're converting him.
I don't know that. Like I said, you're never gonna convert him.
We're converting him. It's happening.
He'll play the game, whereas before he wouldn't play the game. So I doubt he's ever gonna be actually converted. It's not gonna happen.
Oh, it's happening. Hey, Azelius, you just missed it, man. I just gave GW a compliment. That wasn't related to their models.
So yeah, basically.
No, GW. I like the what's the White Dwarf. I actually really like the White Dwarf.
Eh.
Really, you don't like it? I think White Dwarf it offers
I like
painting tips and
compared to what it was, and the fact that you pay more or as much as you do for it or whatever, compared to what it was, it's garbage.
I don't like how I have to subscribe to pick up a copy.
You don't have to. No quarter gets sold in basic stores. Granted, I think that's overpriced too. So.
Oh no, they're overpriced to the max, like hands down. But that's what I'm talking about. I think that I wish that I could just go buy a White Dwarf when I wanted to, not have to sign up for the subscription.
You can. At least what's his face? Gary, the owner of one of the local stores here, Blackfire. He has them for sale.
Warhammer Visions is okay-ish.
Yeah.
I like this Colonial Raptor guy.
Once a month.
Okay, maybe I am thinking about what it used to be, but I like the idea of GW and Privateer Press having a magazine that shows the previews and like the paint styles of what they're coming out with and stuff.
Yeah, I like it in theory. I don't like that I have to pay.
Can I buy White Dwarf without a subscription at most gaming stores?
Yes, you can.
Okay, maybe I guess mine is just always sold out.
Yeah. Well, if you were to get a subscription, theoretically, it'd be cheaper on the net.
No, I mean, I want to know, like, do they only print a certain amount of copies, and, like, the first go to the subscriptions, and then anything left is sold?
I think they probably print enough for all the subscriptions, and then after that, they have a set amount that they... Like, I assume if game stores want to sell them, they order a certain amount of them.
Okay.
And if game stores don't want to sell them, they don't order them. I have no idea how the business end of that works, but I'm just kind of assuming.
That's cool. No, I actually, when White Dwarf was around, I actually...
Something.
Yeah, when White Dwarf first came out, like I used to read White Dwarf a lot. My buddies always had a subscription to it, and I always thought it was one of the coolest magazines. I always got really excited to read it.
Yeah, I thought it was really cool too. I considered subscribing to it, but never really could afford it, and then they changed it, and now that I can afford it, it's like, well, why bother? I don't know.
No quarter for Privateer Press. I don't like that magazine at all. I don't feel like anything comes of that.
Yeah, I the only no quarter I've ever opened is the one I got in the 2-player battle box for free. Like seriously,
I
like
just I'm
such a
not.
waste of space.
Yeah, I don't see the point of Privateer Press's no quarter. Like I learn about all your releases through your website anyways. So what's the point?
Yeah.
Scry
There's a
was
sweet battle report in it.
Scry was amazing. I will totally agree with you on that, Azalea. Scry was just awesome. I wish there
What
was
is
a.
Scry?
It was
I have
it's
no idea
a
what that is.
it's an older gaming magazine
Okay.
that used to be awesome.
Okay. Gave me so much info. Thank you.
Uh, ga- Game Informer. I used to have a subscription to Game Informer. I don't
That
anymore.
was video game magazine though, right? Like
Yeah, it's a video game magazine.
I had a subscription to that at one point or another.
It used to be really cool. But then I already knew about the games before the magazine even came out. I always like it used to be like they previewed games. I was like, wow, I can't wait for the new Game Informer. Then it got to the point of why am I even reading the Game Informer? I already know all this
Yeah,
stuff.
basically gets to a point where it's like, oh, I'm going on a plane trip to somewhere. Maybe I'll buy one of those magazines to read on the plane. Like that's all I do with it.
Nope,
Now,
I bring a Game Boy.
well, I mean, I'm not saying that's all I do on planes. I'm saying that's the only time I'll ever get one. If I'm really feeling like it, if the like the cover interests me, basically.
I agree with that. On the last plane trip, I had my phone out doing War Room stuff.
Yeah, I don't think I could take up
Not 10 hours.
depending on the plane trip. I don't think I could take up that much time with War Room.
About an hour, 2 hours, at
Yeah,
most.
no. After like half an hour of messing around with War Room, I'm like, all right, I'm done.
After you've made 4 lists already.
Yeah, right. Like, well, see you later.
Okay, so when I'm building a list, though, John, if you want to take a minute and show off the model real quick
No,
before I get going on this next tangent.
no, you keep going.
Okay. Um, if I don't know if anybody else has this problem, it's probably a universal thing, and maybe I just feel like I'm the only one. I have the hardest time filling 2 points in War Machine, and in 40K, I always had the hardest time filling like 25 points.
You want to get that most optimal choice, but you can't decide what it is.
I couldn't decide. Yes, Colonial, I do play Pokemon on my 3DS. It's the only game I play on the Game Boy.
Bruter.
Um,
What was?
but like those last in War Machine, those last 2 points, I never know what to put in. I had the hardest time filling them, and I'll end up changing the whole list just so it works together.
Oh, cool. Looks like Paul's gonna come up. Sweet. Anyway, keep going. Sorry.
And in 40K, it was like 25 to 50 points. Like I never could fill those last 25 points. I always ended up.
You ended up short, like a bee.
Exactly, I always end up short. Warhammer Fantasy was actually the first game that I always had enough points for.
You could just do it.
Yeah,
You always had to cut points in that one.
I always had to cut points in that one.
Yeah, the fantasy
What do you mean I can't have
game
12
is,
tyrants?
It was ruined a little bit by Mudbutt. I will definitely agree with that.
What happened?
The fantasy game was ruined by Mudbutt.
Mm-hmm.
I will concur on that basis.
It was. It was. It was pretty upsetting too to hear.
It's rather unfortunate. I mean, we spent like Friday night like 3 hours setting it all up, and then we got to play for like 4 hours. Like the setup to gameplay ratio was not very good.
But you got your Saturday night off.
You're right. I actually got a whole ton of painting done, which I will show off next week.
Oh, that's awesome.
I
On our
painted-
prime time.
What's that?
On our
Yeah.
prime time.
Actually, I can show a couple little glimpses here. I got this this press ganger that as part of the whole unit that I finished up.
Well, that's awesome, man.
Okay, he didn't what's it called? do the thing with the can't get it to what's it called? To focus. Focus in on this. All right.
Oh, his
Hand.
lantern looks awesome.
Hand. You can't even see him. He's not focused.
The lantern looks awesome.
Oh, it was focused for half a second there. Hey, there he is. There it is. All right. Yeah. So there's one press ganger in the unit. Okay. And then I did.
It doesn't like you, John.
It was hating me.
Oh, there it is. Oh, we had it.
Yeah, I get him back in a second.
Oh, there we go. That coat looks. Your coat, his jacket looks awesome.
The bag guy here. He's got a guy in a bag or something. And then I'll show off one more of them, I think. Yeah, we'll do this guy.
How did you get the texture on his muscles?
Just by painting lines with the with the highlight paint.
Okay.
And using like a wash too to like really define like the low points of it. There he is.
I heard washing gets into the crevices.
Yeah. It does that.
I am not a good painter.
Washes are designed to put in a shadow effectively. That is the point of them.
That guy looks really good.
So yeah, that's what that was one part of the unit. So I painted those press gangers. I did Alexia and the Risen, my Alexia and the Risen.
Wait, did you get the full 20?
Oh yeah, full unit, and
man.
a couple extra Thrall warriors too.
Talk
And
about
they
broken
hardly ever
unit.
last, but just in case they do. Yeah. So I did Alexia and the Risen. I did Madeline Corbeau, Saxon Auric. Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? I think that might have been it. But I did all that instead of playing that game of fantasy. I did that.
I'm not gonna lie to you. When calling it Raptor, when I play fantasy, I was always over by like 150 points.
And then he was just like, screw it. I can't figure out what to take. I'll just say it's. I'll just say.
Yeah, they'll never check it.
They'll never know. In this tournament where all the lists are checked, they'll never check. They'll never check.
You know what? Sean should give us some props for doing this stream because we advertise BTP to the max. But I think he's gonna start posting on like Facebook and stuff, like when our stream times are.
Yeah,
I
need to. Yeah, I gotta talk to Sean about just having him at least put the info in, or just giving it to me so I can post to our Facebook when we're going on and all sorts of stuff like that, because it definitely helps. People see that on Facebook. Oh, they're live.
And
also I need to have him give me the like the Facebook or the YouTube information so I can post the shows from or I can take them from the YouTube channel here that they get saved to, that Mystic saves them all to put it and have it like on our channel too, because that would be really cool to be able to just have all these shows. Whoops. Afterwards, or I think there's like I can just save them from here to the YouTube, and I want to do that to the BTP YouTube.
Also, all you veteran chatters who have been here with us for a while, when we move to primetime, we're probably gonna get a lot more viewers. We'll talk about it and discuss, and John will give painting tips on anything that you guys want us to. So, ask questions, encourage asking questions.
Get a lively chat going.
Exactly. That's how we're gonna
make sure everyone who's new knows that that Mudbud is not allowed here.
And that we interact with Mudbud.
You are our loyal legion, and we appreciate you.
That's true. I mean, as much as me and Zelios go back and forth with each other, Zelios is
Jared B.
Yeah, Zelios is kind of like the guy that I know that shows up.
You notice when he's not here.
Exactly. When he's not here, I'm like, man, where is this guy?
Yeah, you're like, Izza's not here. I can't make fun of him. If Izza were here, he'd be giving me crap. That's what typically comes out of Steven's mouth.
I don't even want to hate on GW.
Yeah, it's like, oh god, is Izza here watching? Like, I don't want to hate on GW. I don't want to start a war.
No, I don't even want to do it unless he's here. If I'm going to do it.
Yeah, he wants to start a war. Sorry, my bad.
Aw, thank you so much, Izza, for all your loyal support.
So, theoretically, a move to a better time slot should garner more viewers, people who would watch if they could. But, we don't want to forget where we came from. We want all our OG fans to still be awesome in our hearts forever.
I just threw up a gang sign.
Oh, gee.
Exactly.
Yeah. So anyway, I need to tell Paul that he is cool to come up.
Oh yeah, did we decide yet if we're going to Adepticon this year?
I have no idea.
When is Adepticon,
It's
Jared?
usually in April or maybe late March. Um, yeah, that's when it is.
So I won't be there if it's in April.
Here, let's see. Yeah, Adepticon 2015 is March 19th through 22nd. AKA, I'll be in Florida.
AKA at my wedding.
Yeah. Well, yeah, like, I'll be in Florida. That's what I said. So
So
I
no,
will not be
John,
at Adepticon. As for BTP, it is possible that there may
I don't
be
think
some
so.
BTP
From what
people
I've
there.
been talking to Sean, and I don't think we're gonna do Adepticon this year.
Well, right, but I'm saying there might be some BTP people there. I didn't say BTP as a company would be going.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yes.
Thomas usually tries to go out and things like that. But who knows?
I hate that Mudbutt is our slogan.
Why? It's so
I
good. It's so funny. It's awesome.
I hate it.
Oh, are you Mudbutt Steven?
I am a little Mudbutt about Mudbutt. Like,
How can you? How are you Mudbutt about Mudbutt? Like, that's the lamest thing to be Mudbutt about.
I
Bro.
I wish it was something else.
Bro, you wish it was. That's the way the dice rolls. Because that's
No,
what you came
no,
up with.
that's a bad slogan too.
And yet you try and make it a thing every week.
So opinion, if I could, guys. Sure, Jared, if you'd like to express an opinion.
Go for it. Rock an opinion.
We should sit here like staring at our cameras waiting for
Yeah.
it.
Just opinion. Okay, we're waiting on this opinion. If you don't hook a brother up with an opinion,
Vehicles, do you leave them with the opening hatches?
oh, like to that depends. Do you want to paint the inside? If you want to paint the inside of your vehicle, then yeah, leave the opening hatches. If not, just glue them shut. Totally worth it.
I agree with John on that, actually. I used to leave mine always open. It became like such a big hassle.
Yeah, like they eventually like lose their friction. They open up and stuff. It's just like, you know what? If the inside's painted, sure. I mean, yeah, I mean it's cool, but if you just open the hatches, it's just gray on the inside. It's like, why bother, you know? Or
I agree.
if you have like the say you have like your Space Marines, right, and you got the top gunner with like the hatches open and he's sitting in there. I mean, I like that. I think that's cool. Like gives the impression that there's actually stuff going on inside that tank.
Here's what I would say. Also, if you have the time to magnetize, then go ahead and magnetize.
Yeah, if you have the right size magnets.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. If you could put them like up in the corners of the hatches,
Kind of like you would with a drop pod.
yeah, then you would. Yeah, then you're. I mean, it's so worth it for the magnetization. I would magnetize everything if I could. It's normally just so time consuming or so expensive to do.
Yeah, it depends on where you get your magnets from. Like, you can get pretty reasonable prices on magnets. Like, I think you get like 100 rare earth magnets for like.
Lazy hobo.
Uh, Mother of God.
I'm sorry, Mystics. I'm taking your 10 points and giving it to Lazy Hobo because that was.
I think once the 10 points has been assigned, I don't think you can.
We need to give 10 points to
reassign
Lazy
that.
Hobo
You can
for
give
that
a fresh 10
because
points.
he made me just laugh my butt off. Like, oh my goodness. That was hilarious.
It was pretty funny. I have to say.
No, I mean, yeah, there's cheap magnets out there that you can go get affordably,
Well,
but I mean, like, to pay somebody else to put them in there,
Well, I mean, if you have a Dremel, it's pretty easy to put magnets in.
I just give BTP my money, and sometimes things appear in the mail.
Sometimes they appear in the mail way later than you were expecting, but they always appear eventually.
When I was a client for BTP, it was sometimes I would put a project in and it would be done 2 weeks later. Sometimes I put a project in and it wouldn't show up for like 3 months.
Which one was that?
When you needed to find the Blood Knights
Blood Knights.
for vampire counts.
You did vampire counts?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, and nobody had Blood Knights, and you guys were, this was when the Rob thing was going on and stuff, and we were trying to get the ordering done for it. But I've also, like, my Ogre Kingdom project that I had not the Stonehorn, but
Oh, the cannon I did for you.
the custom Tyrant.
Oh, the tyrant.
The custom Tyrant, it only took like 2 weeks. It was crazy. I didn't even expect it either. Like it showed up in the mail, and I was like,
Well,
"Whoa!"
that's just not accurate because you would have had to get gotten pictures of it and approve those pictures to even get it sent to you.
But you knew me; I was a closer client, so I didn't even need it. Sometimes though, sometimes BTP, unfortunately, and now that I'm on this side of it, I can see and I can honestly say like the projects they run long because it's not because we haven't ordered it; it's because we have ordered it and GW hasn't sent us the models yet. Like
Sometimes that does happen.
it is especially like models like Obliterators or Blood Knights that they're $100 kits and stuff, and they don't always keep them in stock and ready to go. So unfortunately, we do get stuck waiting, and it's literally just we're waiting on this part of it. And we do tell you that too, so you can make a decision to where we can proceed with the rest of the project and just finish them up when they come in, or if you want to wait to get everything done at once. But unfortunately, sometimes when you're waiting on privateer press and GW, it can only they can only ship the model so fast.
Yeah, that is the sometimes case.
Well, that's because one of their brushes broke and they had to make a new one from the nose hairs of an albino mongoose and the handle carved from a single round.
Hey, how the heck did you learn our secret? Oh God,
I
everything's
didn't
awful now.
talk.
Our secret's out.
Oh, this is getting good, guys. This
The jig
chat.
is up, Steven. The news is out. They finally found
They,
out. We were renegades who had it made, but now we're screwed.
my buddy, he just
Mud
used from
buddy,
my from my
mud
gaming
buddy,
group. Yeah, my buddy.
mud buddy.
Anyways,
That's what it sounded like you said. It sounded like you said mud buddy.
uh,
Sorry, keep going.
he just put he had an order through BTP. We
Okay.
got his done. Yeah, we got his done in like six
Who was
weeks.
that?
Adam Stewart. He wanted
Oh.
to test the waters with BTP, so he did an E Haley,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Junior, and Thorn.
Yeah.
He loves his E Haley model.
Which one were those?
Loves his E
I
Haley
forget
model.
who did that. I think that might be the one that Paul did.
Not so thrilled on the Junior.
Well, that was what, like a level 3?
They were all level 3.
Haley wasn't. Haley was a 5.
Um,
If I'm remembering the correct project, Haley was a 5, and the Jack and the Junior were 3s.
he liked the Jag. The Jag was fine. He just wasn't thrilled with the Junior. And you're never gonna be thrilled with everything. Hey, ICB.
Let me see. Let's see. I'm gonna find this. Signar 01 AST. Yep. There we go. Yeah, the Junior was a level 3.
Okay.
So, as far as it went, it met level 3. I'm not going to say that makes it, something that
When
he should
when I
have.
looked at it compared to some other level 3s that I've seen, I could see how he may not have been like thoroughly pleased. But he said he's not. He's gonna use BTP again.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's what he said.
yeah.
No, he fully said like the service that we gave, the timely responses, like he's thoroughly happy with his experience with BTP, and he's gonna come back.
Well, that's good. That's good.
So, go BTP. Are you just gonna bring up that Demon Prince conversion every time, Azelios?
Because it's
Yes.
so good. Why would you
maybe
not? I mean, why? I wouldn't. If that was mine, I wouldn't be able to shut up about it. I'd be like, Demon Prince, Demon Prince. Hey, Demon Prince, Demon Prince, Demon Prince, Demon Prince, Demon
So I had this War Machine game where my Demon Prince.
Prince. Well, my name is Izza, so I don't play War Machine, but my Demon Prince.
It is one of the greatest models BTP has ever done. I will say that.
Confident saying that. Okay.
Izza, when you're ready to set up a new project, man, send me an email. I'll give you my personal number. No, it is one of the greatest things ever.
I'll give you my personal number. I have Steven's personal number.
Yeah,
But I don't use it to set up projects. I'll tell you
if
that.
you want to set up a project, man, you can give me a personal call, man, on my number, and we'll bang this out and get it ready.
Don't pressure him, Steven. He'll get his project when he's ready to.
You know what we should do for like when we go prime time? We should take Izza's Demon Prince and just put it in the headline.
This is Demon Prince. Hey, check out this thing. Yeah, Yeah, you like that, don't you? that'll be that'll be the title of the show.
I give
Hey,
better
check out this thing. You like that, don't you?
I give better deals than Sean does. Sometimes John yells at me for the deals that I give. Well, we won't go into specifics, but I remember one particular phone call. But yes, I do offer better deals than Sean does. I will say that out loud. Primetime Demon Prince, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna have you put that in the liner notes or in the chat is when we go primetime. This episode of BTP is brought to you by the letter Demon Prince. Mystics, I think, got offended that I tried to give his points away to
So
somebody
now he's just
else.
breaking out all the wit,
I know
every
he's
last
just.
bit of wit he could possibly muster. Is this all you could conjure, Saruman?
Are you not entertained? Uh, good times, good times, guys.
Yeah. So I'm gonna put these two washes on real quick,
Dude, time flies when I'm with you
and
guys.
then I'm
I look
gonna
down at the clock at one point. It's like 3:05 when John gets on, and I'm like, it's 4:15 now. I'm like, oh my god.
yeah.
One does not simply walk into BTP. One does not simply get
One does
painted
not simply
models.
commission BTP,
Exactly. One does not simply get painted models.
right? We don't do any of that.
Some of those memes are fantastic.
One does not simply get McDonald's and not eat a single fry on the way home.
Oh, I actually do not eat a single fry on the way home. That is a true. That's a
No,
true.
no,
Ask
Steven, one
Kate.
does not simply. One does not simply do it. Okay. So I'm gonna show off this hawk. How
Are
she
you
is
not
so
hungry?
far. She's okay. Yeah. Well.
What was the? I signed up for the Dungeons and Dragons meme.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There, we'll do that, and then. Oh, just make this
The
happen. Just make this happen.
Cargo Femp, the link did not work.
Oh, there we go. Okay, there she is so far. It's pretty rough still, but we're getting the layering up. Gotta clean up like her skin mostly. Thinking. Thinking.
Oh, there we go. You have to copy the link. The
There it
JPG got
goes.
cut off. Wow, that is really good, man.
Yeah, it's okay.
No, not yours. The link.
Oh,
Yeah, need to copy the whole thing. Nice. That is really good. John, yours is actually, yeah, the red looks really good on that, too.
yeah, it's all right. I'm not fully happy with it yet, and that's why I still continue working on it.
One does not simply end a Dungeons and Dragons session on time.
One John does not simply know anything about Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah, that was kind of silly. Like
We should hold a BTP meme contest. That's what we should do.
we had a BTP meme.
No, for like this show.
It was the Josh Hernandez meme.
No, I meant for like this show. Like we should
Basically,
hold it.
his go-to phrase was "Do your best to keep track of your time." So we would like come up with the most ridiculous things, like he wants pinup art on a level 2 flyer. Do your best to keep track of your time. Like, oh, it was
No,
priceless.
what we're gonna do is like when we make the shirts, we should give one shirt free, like one free shirt to whoever can come up with the best meme for our show.
Well, I don't see how that would happen.
All right, John. Well, you're fired.
Like, how does one even come up with a meme for our show?
Okay, I think we're using the word "one" too much now to refer to ourselves.
Whom would come up with such a meme?
Grumpy John. I won a game once. It was terrible.
I don't get it.
Grumpy John's and a grumpy cat.
Yeah, I get that part, but Grumpy Cat is whoever is the trade store master. So currently it's Dave. It was Spencer before.
No.
that.
Grumpy John. That
It's
that
too
was
late.
fantastic.
Grumpy Cat meme is already taken by someone else at BTP, bro.
Oh man, Mystic is just going off today.
Off the chain. And besides, we all know I'm already John Triple Threat Braun James.
You are not John Triple Threat.
I am John Triple Threat Braun James, as was gifted to me by a dear viewer of our show.
One does not simply become Mudbutt.
One does not simply become unmudbutt.
gotta
I like being unmudbutt better.
gotta get the hose.
What's that? Yes. One is not simply no longer mudbutt unless they have spent time with their front yard hose.
One does not simply roll dice that way.
Oh god, shut up. Steven does not simply defeat John in Counter-Strike Go.
I don't even defeat John complexly. Steven does not defeat John in Counter-Strike Go ever.
Yep.
This is getting out of hand.
Oh man.
I think my nickname should be like Steven Bad Quotes.
Steven Bad Quotes.
Or like Steven Tryhard, because I'm a tryhard. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a tryhard.
You try hard to fail.
Oh, that's mean.
Is
So are
it
you coming to
though?
Vegas for the Las Vegas Open? I am not coming to Vegas for the Las Vegas Open.
Why not, bro?
He does not. What? He does not. What? Triple threat.
Paints things, tells jokes. John Triple Threat
Oh,
Ron
wait,
James. Yeah, lazy homo. Yeah.
Wait, isn't your Escalation League starting up soon?
January 11th.
Okay. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, should be.
Oh, we're floundering now, John.
Are we? It's gonna
Yeah,
be
we're
awesome.
we're floundering.
I'm stoked on it, bro.
Are you still? You're still going with Kador, right?
Yeah.
I think it's good that you play Kador because not. It's weird. Like the veterans of the game play Kador, but it's not one of the newer factions picked up. So I'm really glad.
Kador?
But you're also going to be showing new players about Kador.
Do you want to know why I play Kador?
Because you're Mudbutt.
What?
Because you're Mudbutt?
Nope. That has nothing to do with it, brah.
Okay.
I'm not going to tell you now. Because you were a jerk to me. And I don't appreciate that.
Good.
What?
Anyways, tell me why you play Kador.
So, oh crap. When I
'Cause
first
it's trolls?
started playing, or when I first, I went into my friendly local game store back in Connecticut, and, at this particular game store, there happened to be a gaming club called Dark Omen Gaming Club.
Okay.
And a bunch of them were there, and they were like, "Oh, have you ever played War Machine or whatever?" And I was like, "No." And I was there getting some like Warhammer Fantasy stuff at the time.
Hey, hang on real quick, John. ICB is my new favorite person.
Well,
Yeah.
Infinity and Malifaux. Currently at the studio, no one really plays Infinity, and same with Malifaux.
But he's biased against 40k. That's all that matters.
Right. Okay. Gotcha.
ICB 20 points.
You cannot dole out more than 10 points, sir.
I am the point giver.
You are not.
I'll decide who gives the points.
You are not the point giver.
I'm the point giver.
You are not the point giver.
I always give the points.
All right, Steven, you want a nickname? Here it is. Steven, not the point giver.
Continue with your buying Warhammer Fantasy, but saw this awesome game, War Machine.
No, that's not what happened. I had watched some War Machine, specifically mini wargaming, bat reps with it or whatever. And it looked interesting enough that I was like, whatever. I don't even know if people play around here. And then, lo and behold, there was a whole big community of it. And so they were like, "Oh yeah, no one in our club really plays Kador." And I was like, "Oh, they seem pretty cool."
And you fell in love.
Well, because if for those of you following at home, at the time, the only War Machine bat reps that really went up on Mini Wargaming site were done by Matt, and he played Kador. So I was like, "Oh, okay, I kind of know how they work. They seem pretty cool. I could go with them." So I did.
When Dave was here, he gave a whole bio on Warzone and stuff. It's actually a really cool game.
Did he do Warzone? I thought he did. He did Flames of
War. Flames of War. No, I'm sorry. That was Flames of War. You're right.
Warzone. I haven't played it myself. The guys
I don't
at the
think anybody
studio that
plays
have played it say they touted as a really good, solid, fun game. So there you go. There's that. Greenleaf, you know what, bro? Like, just okay. God.
So John, now
Yeah.
going back, okay, in time,
Okay.
knowing what you know about War Machine and all the models and everything,
Yeah.
would you still pick Kador?
Um.
Do you love Kador?
Well, okay. I would say I would definitely go with Kador again. And here's the thing, because at the time I was kind of like, oh, do I want Kador or do I want Menoth? But then I hadn't really read like the fluff. I just kind of generally like the look of the models. But as
Okay.
far as Menoth's like story goes and like the whole, you know, religious zealotry kind of thing, that was kind of a big old turnoff. All of John's facts are made up.
The points don't matter.
What facts of mine are made up? I don't understand.
All of them.
No.
No, I don't. I have things to back them up.
So yeah.
If I when I think back on all the armies that I've chosen over the years and all the money I've spent on useless models, if I had to go back to 40K, I would go back to Necrons. I love Necrons to high heck. Um, you're right. Is I got one thing wrong. Forgive me. If I had to go back, well, I still play Warhammer Fantasy. Ogre Kingdoms was the best choice ever. I love my ogres. I love all the conversions that BTP did for them. They're so cool, so much fun. And I would still pick Trollbloods. And as much as I love, and I mean love Cricks,
Yeah.
I still just I love trolls.
Oh, cool. Um. Yeah. I mean, I've I like the look of other stuff, but
I can appreciate.
as far as the look and the fluff and how it all plays combined, I would I would stay with Kador.
That's what I mean. Like everything that I have and know about all the games now, I'm digging it.
Yeah.
And that's what being a wargamer is, guys. It's playing what you love. You know, we don't spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on our hobby just to, put them in a box. We love and we get attached, like Izzy is to his Dark Eldar. I'm gonna get emotional here.
I don't even know what to do, bro.
Like,
I can't hold it together, bro. I can't
like
hold it
me and
together,
Mulg,
bro.
Mulg the Ancient, man, like he's my best friend. Like we high five all the time. He never lets me down.
Me and Beheem Dog, same way.
Right? Like I can talk to him about anything.
About anything.
And I know he's listening.
Yeah. And he can't ever interrupt you or talk back.
He doesn't want to talk back though. He's always like, you know what, Steve and I agree. Mountain King is a piece of crap.
Hey, Conky is not a piece of crap, at least.
Conquest?
Yeah.
I mean,
He's okay.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He's
We go gangsta on the show.
definitely better than a Mountain King. I'll tell you that much at least. So at least he's got that going for him, right?
This
Am I right?
this
I'm right.
cup over here is better than a Mountain King.
Maybe not being a paperweight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My Mountain King is a beautiful paperweight. I will agree with that.
Just wait. It's coming, Steven. It's coming. Just take a look just watch the stream, and you will see what I did. You will see it.
Useless Mountain King. I don't see it yet.
You should have just seen it.
Oh,
The
the hand gestures.
yes.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah.
Good times
It's cool. It's cool, man. It's cool. You know what it is? Cool.
in the Hall of the Mountain King.
So Izzo, what did you think of Dave's latest bat rep with Andy? How many mistakes did he make? How many times should he have not actually won?
I like this ICB guy. He's one of my.
He's your new bro.
He's a good guy, man. ICB, 20 points for Gryffindor.
Tell me 20 points. 5 points from Gryffindor.
No, we get 20 for ICB, but we lose 5 because we said the phrase 20 points for Gryffindor. We still made it out.
Mother of God.
We made a lot of mistakes, but I liked watching it.
Yeah, good.
Was it a 40K bat rep?
It was, yeah.
Awesome.
That same day, Dave and I played the.
Well, Greenleaf, who admits that they're from Hufflepuff? Like, that's not okay. I mean, I'm Ravenclaw all the way.
Oh my God. As if that's much better. Okay.
Ravenclaw is way better.
Is it though?
It
Is
is.
it though?
We're the smart club.
Okay, tell me what thing of value any Ravenclaw or Hufflepuff member did in all of those books.
Well, we have Luna Lovegood.
Okay, you win. Hufflepuff did nothing.
Hufflepuff did nothing.
Hufflepuff was just there to be a fourth house that didn't matter.
Full of fat kids.
Conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. Hufflepuff is the nothing. Is the nothing house.
It was Hufflepuff that released all the bad things upon. They were so angry from being like the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah.
They released like the basilisk and stuff.
Oh, I remember. I remember the other thing I did that I painted while I wasn't playing the fantasy game. I painted a second Iron Fang Kovnik.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Because eventually, theoretically, I will get
More.
a second full unit of Iron Fang pikemen,
And
so I can be super cheesy double black dragon.
That's not broken.
I can't comment on Harry Potter. Didn't Ravenclaw have Edward from Twilight?
I can't.
Yeah, they had Shovelface. They did have Shovelface in the fourth one.
I don't think he was on Ravenclaw. I thought he was Gryffindor.
Cedric.
Yeah, Cedric. Here,
We're googling it.
I'm googling it. Cedric. Diggory. House.
Cedric, son of.
He's Hufflepuff.
He is Hufflepuff.
Interesting.
God,
so...
Shovelface was a Hufflepuff. So there you go. They're even less useful because they had Shovelface.
He did sparkle in the movie, actually.
He what?
He did sparkle in the movie. And he died in a really weird way that he should... Like, there's no need for him to die.
Shovelface. Shovelface.
This is over. This is over, guys.
Is it? Are you sure it's not gonna keep going?
We're done with
Here's
Shovelface.
a basic little basic first mate hawk.
And that's the way the dice rolls.
No, it's not, Steven. That is not a thing. It will never be a thing.
It's a thing.
It's not a thing.
It's a thingity thing. The thing.
Really not a thing though.
It's a thing now.
It's just not a thing.
It's a thing.
It's just not a thing. Well.
John, I think it's time.
What's
So
time for?
long, farewell, Avita, say goodbye. So long.
Oh my God. What? Okay, bro.
I think I just did some singing for you guys there. Me and Carrie Underwood have been told that we could be voice twins.
Hey, do you guys like my my China Walk calendar? It's pretty cool, right? My China Walk calendar. I like my China Walk calendar. I think it's pretty awesome. This is my camera on its tripod.
I said singing, not torture. I
give everyone motion sickness from doing that. Now I get 2. You can see me do everything from 2 angles. 2 angles. Look at that. Look at that double angle.
Oh, okay, please stop.
Oh, man.
So, next week, guys, we will be on our new slot, our new time. We are going to be taking, like, suggestions and stuff. If 10 works on Eastern time, which would be 9 Central, would be, what?
8 my time.
8 your time. You know,
7.
we will take, you know, if more people can do
Nothing
an
else
hour
goes
later.
on that day as far as the stream here goes, so the time slot is adjustable, but if this one works well enough, we'd probably just keep it there, because the more we adjust it, the harder The more it's, oh, when do they actually go on? No one knows.
So, but we're gonna try this out next week. Well, hopefully, we'll get a lot more viewers to listen to me and John be morons.
Yeah. Well, I talked to Thomas, and he said that when he comes back from the cruise he's going on or whatever, he'll come on and talk about the Blood Angels release. So that may not be next week, but the week after.
Oh man, this is gonna be great. Two of us grilling Thomas about it.
More like you and Thomas agreeing and being all mudbutt about everything and not actually having played a game with it.
Wow. And that's the way the dice
That
rolls.
is not.
So are we killing it, John? Is this where we're
Yes. Yes, I think we're gonna call it. But yes,
now?
Tuesday, December 16th. That is a week from yesterday. 9 p.m. Eastern Time. 8
That's the way the dice rolls.
8 Central, 7 Mountain,
Yes.
6 Pacific. No one heard Steven say that, and now
Everybody heard
bye
say
everyone. We love you. We'll
Love
see
you.
you in our fresh new time.
Bye.